Well, good morning and happy Friday. This is Mr. Reynolds reporting directly from his very own backyard that got mowed yesterday. And I'm just here delivering you your weekly choir lesson. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. So what's going on with me? Yesterday, I ran into a student at Walmart, and this student had the mask on, so I could only see the bottom half of her face. It was very nice to only see half of her face because it was Jorda's. And so we talked, told her that, hey, we're doing new types of assignments that aren't smart music and that she hasn't done any of them, but now she's gonna. I checked this morning, she still hasn't. Hopefully she does very soon, because today is attendance day. So every Friday I'll be taking attendance for this class. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at who has done the survey. So as of this morning, for last week's survey, I think I had something like 15, maybe 18, somewhere in that region, people do the survey, which is great and all, but man, we have 27 people in our choir, so we gotta have more people doing those surveys. And same thing on this assignment. There will be a survey that just basically talks about the assignment and asks you questions about what you did in the activity. And so hopefully you guys will do all that stuff so you can be marked here. We don't want anybody to be marked absent. So what are we doing this week? Well, I have two things for you. I wanted to sort of think about where you're going next. So this is sort of my thought for this week. I wanted to sort of think about where you're going next in terms of next year. So as far as we know, school's going to be starting up again in the fall, and you guys are going to be ninth graders, and many of you, hopefully all of you, will be in choir. And so hopefully you know that there's two different choirs that you can, most people, there's more choirs, but in general there are two choirs that freshmen are involved in, and that would be women's choir and men's choir. So if you are a high singing, person or a low singing person, that sort of tells you where you're going. Those are non-audition choirs. They're choirs that you don't have to sing for the choir teacher in advance to gain entry, and that's where you start learning how to be a high school choir student. High school choir is a bit different from middle school choir, and you'll notice that in middle school choir, I would basically spoon feed you all of your parts. I'd say, okay, sopranos, okay, tenors, okay, gentlemen, okay, altos. We'd go through it like that. And the onus was on me, the responsibility was on me, ultimately, to make sure that you learned your parts. Well, in high school, that changes. You guys have to learn your own parts, for goodness sake. Okay, so I have two different videos that I'm going to show you today that sort of, I think, will help us transition you from being middle school choir students to being high school choir students. I know we have the oddball 3 or 4 of you that are 7th graders, but maybe this is just you getting a head start on what it's going to be like to be a high school choir member next year. So first off, the first video is a choir etiquette video. And if you don't know what the word etiquette means like the rules and manners that you should observe in a certain situation. And so a video that's a funny, silly video that's actually for a middle school choir, I think like in Georgia or something. And basically it's a really cool video, and their stuff is a little bit different than our stuff, and that's fine. But you can sort of see how they have everything is really spelled out and very clear and organized, and everyone knows what the rules are, and I like it. This is like a little orientation video on how to behave. I like it. Anyway, so it shows you about posture, it shows you about how to behave, how to keep things neat, things of that nature. So it's just a fun little, I think, 3 or 4 minute video that you can watch and enjoy. And then that's just to sort of say, hey, in high school choir, it's no joke. Like, some of the things behaviorally, socially, that you guys do in the 8th grade choir, not gonna fly. Really not gonna fly once you get to high school. So I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek into how that goes. And then the other video is, we're gonna learn a song together, each of us individually. So what I did is I have this video that it's actually one of my favorite chorales. If you don't know what a chorale is a cappella, meaning no piano, no accompaniment, and it's usually has some sort of sacred nature to it. So this is a Bach chorale. It's one of my favorite Bach chorales. In English, it's called "O Sacred Head Now Wounded," and It's short. It's, I think, maybe 8 measures long, maybe 12 measures long. It's not very long at all. And in this case, we're not doing any words. It's all just on la. So every note that you sing, you're going to go la, 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 like, you know, just like that. And so what it is it's actually 4 parts, because O Sacred Head Now Wounded is in 4 parts. And so you're going to choose your part: soprano, alto, tenor, bass. So tenor bass would be a high singing gentleman, and tenor would be a high singing gentleman, and bass would be a low singing gentleman. And so you actually get to choose your part. If you're like maybe Xavier, who's been trying to sing an octave lower all year long, now you have your choice of singing bass. So what you're going to do in this video is you're going to watch it, and what it does is it does all 4 parts at the same time. It says tenor, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and it gives you all 4 notes, and you're supposed to remember your note, and then it goes 1, 2, go, and then you try and sing it. And obviously the first time you go through it, it's going to be sight singing, meaning you don't really know what it is. So you're going to be looking at the music and trying to see, am I going up or down or whatever. You're listening, all the parts are given to you the whole time. And then it goes through each individual part. Now, if you're a soprano, do you have to listen to the alto, tenor, and bass parts? Not necessarily. So what it's going to do is, it's going to repeat the song, but it'll have the soprano part emphasized, meaning everything else is softer, but the soprano part is louder, so you can still hear everything, but you're mostly hearing the soprano part. So if you're a soprano and you just want to learn the part, that's really what you're going to want to loop over and over again. You have to drag it and go back, and you're not necessarily going to be able to just like actually loop it. You have to move the little red dot on the YouTube progress bar, and you're going to learn your part, and then maybe start singing it, then go back to either at the beginning and at the end. It also has the whole version again where everyone's parts are equal. And so I want you to learn this song. Now, many of us might just be like, whatever, I'll listen to it, whatever. But I actually want you to learn the song. And so what does that mean? It means that there is a part of this activity that is on you. So what I want you to do is, once you learn your part, this is what I want you to do. Whatever computer you're using to play your YouTube, I want you to do it, play it, and sing along. And then I want you to take your phone and record yourself doing it. So the audio on the phone should hear your voice, and it should hear the computer both, so we can hear the accompaniment as well as your voice. And I only want you to do this once you think you've got it, once you think you've got it mastered. So that means it's not going to just be a 20 minutes one day and you're done. No, it's going to be 20 minutes for a couple days or several days to get it down. I want you to get your part down, and then when you sing your part, I want you to sing it with the whole group, right? With not just the one that has your part emphasized. I want you to sing it with the whole thing. And I want you to record yourself. I want you to upload it to YouTube. It's your call whether you make it a private or a public video. And then I want you to send me the link. And you'd be like, but Mr. Reynolds, why in the world would I ever do that? Well, here's the deal. Every student that turns in a video to me, I am going to, sorry, let me start over. For every student that sends me a video of them singing, I am going to, they are going to have a chance to win a Starbucks coffee card. Okay? That's what's going to happen. A Starbucks coffee card. I have a Starbucks coffee card in my wallet right now that I will mail to the student who gets the coffee card. Now, I haven't decided necessarily who's going to get the coffee, how you're going to get the coffee card. So basically what's going to happen is for all the students, I'm going to look at all the videos and I'm going to listen to all the videos. And for every student who looks like they're genuinely trying, they practice, they have effort, they did a really good job, I'm not going to judge on necessarily who's the best singer. I'm going to take those students, like if someone just does a silly, didn't care just to get it out of the way, try to get the coffee card. I'm not going to really listen. I'm not going to really put those in there. But then I'm going to have a drawing, and then the winner, I'll mail a coffee card. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. So I want you to learn the song, practice the song, record yourself singing the song, upload it to YouTube, send me the link so I can hear you. And then one of the people who uploads a video will get a Starbucks coffee card. Okay. And you know, me, I don't know if you know this, but I don't drink coffee, but I still go to Starbucks because I like hot chocolate, you know, whatever. Last thing. I have a new game of the week. This game of the week is called Raging Bulls. And Raging Bulls is a type of game, I sort of talked about this last week, called a print and play game. A print and play game is you go onto some website and you get the file, you download the file, it's just a PDF that you print out, and then that is what you need to play the game. So so this, I'm going to upload 2 documents. One of them is the instructions and one of them is the paper that you print off to play. And you're going to play this game. It's called Raging Bulls. And what it is, it's one player, but you can have, like, you can sit with other people and they're all playing the game together, but and then you can compare your scores. Like, I got this score, I got that score, and you can sort of do competitive that way, or you can just do it single player. It's your call. But what this is, there's like a grid like this, and then you put little circles where the lines meet up in the grid, and those circles represent cows or bulls. And then you roll dice. You have to have like 3 dice, I think, and then that tells you the dice. You can sort of use the instructions, and the dice tell you how to draw lines, and you're supposed to draw lines across this grid to try and box in as many of the bulls. Like, you're trying to build fences. That's the whole idea. The lines you're drawing, you're building fences to try and box in your bulls. And then there's 4 different rounds, and based on how many bulls that you can get boxed in using your dice rolls and everything, it tells you how many points you have. I'm just listening to myself give an instruction. It doesn't sound all that interesting, but if you were to do it and try it and just check it out, it's a lot of fun, actually. So when you're done with your choir part, the singing part, the learning of "O Sacred Head Now Wounded," I want you to take the survey. And the survey will ask you some questions about it, and it's also going to be how I take attendance. So the way that you get marked here each week is by doing that survey. Okay, great. So yeah, that's about it. I miss you guys, even Jordis. And I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and you'll see me again next week, unless I see one of you, like, you know, at the store randomly again. Okay, bye-bye.